Yeah, I'm there.
Thanks very much for taking the time to chat to us on the One Punch Pod this evening. We know you're gearing up for fight week, so straight away, how are you feeling coming into this fight in Stockholm?
You know what? I feel great. This is the lowest I've walked around at since I was 21. So I'm only about 3 kilo off weight as we speak. So as a fighter, that's amazing. And I feel great, full of energy. I can actually eat come the week of the fight. So yeah, I feel really confident about where my skill levels are and the training I've done. So yeah, I feel amazing.
What to achieve that? What did you change? Did you just change your bit of your lifestyle, or got a new nutritionist on board, or what do you say is a big factor of your weight being low?
Well, it was a bit of everything really, but a big change I've done is the John Moores University. There's a coach there called Carl Evans. I've done my strength and conditioning with them. Where, like, in the past I've done it, and the coaches in the past have been good, not taking nothing away from them. But the stuff that they've got at the university, the facilities, they're the best around. They can actually, tell me how many calories I'm burning when I'm lying down over a 24-hour period. You can measure absolutely everything. So I had that to work with. I had that for my diet, and then it all paid off. I'm lifting heavier than ever, and I'm lighter than ever. Other than that, just still at my gym next generation with the usual lads, killing myself day in, day out.
Yeah, I mean, the science behind the sport now is just getting fantastic. Year in, year out, athletes are just getting a better understanding of the body, and yeah, so it's fantastic that
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, I wish we had this back in my day. Back in my day, my biggest change was not to drink full fat soda and changing to diet soda.
Yeah, I was going to say you was back when it was just all tough guys.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have a clue what we were doing. We were just like, this makes me lose a bit of weight. Let me just I think some people were drinking battery water as well, because battery water had no sodium or anything in it, and it's crazy the stuff people do.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Chris, you're coming off a win at UFC Prague, an impressive performance. Has that been different in terms of your mindset coming in? Because obviously you had the loss in your UFC debut, and then you're going into Prague needing to bounce back. You've done that. How much of a weight is that off your shoulders?
What's crazy? I was speaking to John Gooden downstairs before, and I said the same things. It is like go after the loss. I'd UFC jitters, and I felt I'd done really well until I got caught, but it is what it is. And then coming in the last fight, although I won, I was nervous. I had a lot of nerves because I felt like my back was up against the wall. You lose 2 in a row in the UFC. That phone call can stop ringing sometimes. So I felt like I was in a tough position, and I focused more on that than the actual training and thinking about that going into the fight. And I felt like I gassed myself out in the changing rooms, worrying about what if I don't win this. And although I won, I wasn't really happy with my performance. My timing was off, and I think a lot of the stuff I done looked a bit sloppy. Me striking and stuff, my jit still looks sound, but I just my timing wasn't there. I feel if it was like a higher caliber opponent, could have capitalised on that, so I wasn't happy. So, after the fight, I got straight back in the gym, and I worked on everything, like my weaknesses from that fight for this one.
I remember sorry to cut you off, but I remember you saying to us in Prague, we interviewed you after the event, and you said that you went up for a run the next morning at 6 a.m, so you were straight back on the grind. It's a quick turnaround for this fight, so when that call came, were you just as soon as possible, let's get back in there?
Yeah, like I said to you, I was up early after the fight, back training straight away. But yeah, when the phone call come, it wasn't. My manager, he messaged me saying, "Have you been to Sweden?" I said no. He said, "Well, you're going there. That's where you're fighting next." I was like, "Sad." So I never really had to say it. To be fair, I was more than made up to it. Though, we haven't got massive careers. We haven't got long careers. So I just want to make the most of it while I can. And you know, while I'm still relevant after a win, what not better to get a role, Joe, get a couple of wins, get people talking about yourself. You're only worth as much as people want to watch you. And I think if you're constantly staying in everybody's eye and constantly fighting, more and more people are going to watch you.
But also with saying this, Chris, am I right in saying you're 26?
Yeah, 26. I'm actually 27 next week, yeah.
Okay, just to give you a little bit of an insight, I didn't start fighting till 26, just so you know that. So you got plenty of time, my friend. You're not running against any clock here. You know, you have plenty of time on your hands.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, I think if I can carry on going with if I can have fights like last time, I'll have a long career. If I had fights like my debut, I could be done in the next couple of years. You know what I mean?
You're coming up against a guy at SBG, Makwan Amirkhani. We've seen him before, and we know that he's a very confident guy, and he likes to kind of wind his opponents up and get under their skin a little bit. You strike me as the type of guy that doesn't really have time for that. Has he said anything so far? Have you had any interactions? What's happening?
Well,
like?
yeah, I was going to say, I promised. I'm not going to swear on this, but you can imagine the stuff I want to say about him. Yeah, he started putting up all pictures of me and like trying to argue with me. So like, you know, I've got stuff to do when I go home at night. You know, I want to chill with me 2 hours and my girlfriend and just have an easy life. You know, when he was going home, all he must have been thinking about was me. So he put the first picture up, blocked him straight away. Just blocked him. Some of his mates started messaging me. I just read the message, delete them, block them. I'm really not too arsed about it. I think he tried to get me, but then the stuff he was saying started getting more and more aggressive. The fact that I weren't biting, I could see it was really getting to him. It was making me laugh, to be fair. But so he's obviously, you know, I think that's how he tries to beat people mentally. But you know, I'm from Liverpool. I'm not going to be beaten mentally. But you know, when I see him in this hotel, probably later on, I'm going to go up to him. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to tell him straight, all them mind games, they don't mean a thing, you know. Saturday night, it's only me and you getting in there, and I'm going to make you eat every single one of them 8 words, you know. Yeah, and just, that's it. Saturday night, I'm going to shut him up and hopefully do everyone else a favour, because I've heard he's like that with everybody.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely looking forward to this fight. This is one of the fights I'm looking forward to.
I didn't think I could look forward to it more, but after hearing that, I'm like, oh, let's get this one going.
I want to see. So you haven't bumped into him yet, no? So that'd be interesting when you do.
Well, to be honest, I hope. I've looked at all his other fights. He comes out a fast starter, really rushes at people. But the thing is, I come out really fast as well, and you know. I think he's going to have a massive cut. I don't think he's going to be able to keep that up for 3 rounds. After my last fight, when I got tired quite quick, that's all I've been working on my cardio. I know I can keep that up for 3 rounds. When he's starting tired and his arms are pumped and, you know, that, I'm going to be shouting in his face, moving forward and just hitting him as hard as I can. You know, I said I'm never angry against any opponent, so it's just business. It's the entertainment business, you know. It should be for families to watch. You shouldn't need all this stuff. What type of role model you are saying to someone over the internet? But yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Where do you see this fight really taking place? On the feet mainly, or on the floor? And if so, where do you feel your advantages will be on the feet or on the floor?
To be honest, I think he's gonna out of his five fights, 4 of them have been a decision, and the one knockout he does have, no disrespect to Andy Ogle, but he's not the best opponent, Joe, between us. And
that was only like an 8-second fight as well, so you can't get much of a read from that.
Yeah, you know, it's the look of the draw sometimes, you know. It was just one of them, he got caught slipping. But other than that, he's had all decisions, and a lot have been close decisions. He likes to wrestle and grind people out. But saying that, he's took a year out since his last fight against Jason Knight, and he's been boxing, so he might come out and think he's a striker. I'm hoping he does do that, because like I really do want to stand there and make him eat his words. But more than likely, you know what it's like, Brad, people always go back to what they know.
Yeah.
He'll probably come out like a boxer, get caught, and you go back to what you know, and he'll try and wrestle me and be close and, you know, be like a rash on me, but that'll suit me as well, because like I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm not too bothered. Hopefully for the fans, I want to stand, but if he goes to the ground, you know, he goes to the ground, I can deal with that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying you're definitely no stranger to the groundwork. Obviously, seeing you back on Cage Warriors, you've had a lot of submissions wins over your career as well. So I don't think it's really like a safe bet to take you down. It's not. I mean, like, obviously, I see his style. He's definitely want to try and get you down, get on top. If he does that, but he has a lot of, like I say, he's a very flashy striker. When things are going his way, he gets a bit more creative. But when he's up against it, he does revert back to his wrestling.
Yeah, always. Yeah, I think you've hit it on the head. I think that's it with these type of fighters like him, that's that cocky. When stuff is going well, when you back down, if you show the slightest bit of weakness, they'll take advantage of that, and that just what's the word? That just grows his confidence in there. But if the minute the bell goes, if you show no respect, if you're in his face, he won't want to know. He'll want to take you down. He'll want to play a safe fight, so he does win. Yeah, it's not going to happen. That's mine, definitely.
And what about for you? So you've picked up this first UFC win. Has anything changed for you since Prague? I mean, in terms of getting noticed around Liverpool a bit more, have you noticed a bit more of a support coming behind you since you picked up that win?
I was going to say I bought a new dog, but that's about it.
It's the only thing that's changed.
What's your dog's name, and what type of dog is it?
Yeah, I already had a Chihuahua. I bought another Chihuahua.
Nice.
Bambi.
Nice.
Yeah.
Traz are very cute little dogs.
We need to try and branch off and do an MMA dog podcast.
You
dedicated.
need to.
I think there's a gap in the market for that. And obviously, this is your first fight on the main card on UFC. Does that affect anything? How you're thinking going into the fight, because there will, by default, be more eyes on this fight.
No, not really. Obviously, there's more eyes on it because the main card, but not really. I think that's a lot more pressure on him because let's be honest, he's 4-1 in the UFC and 1-1 in the UFC. I think he's ranked 19th in the UFC rankings. What I'm seeing, I don't even know where I am. I don't even think my rankings are applicable. I think it's well up there. So I think it's all the pressure's on him. I've got no pressure. The only thing I've got in my mind is I'm not even thinking about after the fight. I'm not thinking about before the fight. I'm just thinking about like me on top of him or me knocking him out and just, yeah.
Well, also, I mean, I remember Makwan. He's like, see, when he fought Andy Ogle, that was on the same card as me back in the day, and that, for me, that seems forever. And he hasn't really been that active, I think he had one fight in 2015, one fight in 2016, one fight in 2000. He's kind of averaging one fight a year. So, I mean, for me, I always find that strange as being a fighter. I'm not too sure if that's due to injuries or to him just taking time off and partying, because I know he, like every picture he have, he's got surrounded by girls and stuff like that. So, so I'm not too sure why. Do you have any insight on why he's been injured at all?
Funny you should say that. I really don't know why, but I'd love to know, because if he can afford to take these years out, I wonder what he's doing, because I'm hungry out here. I want to fight every month and get me savings up. I think because it's not really like we just said then, it's not even like he's went away and worked on his weaknesses, because he looks like the same fighter as he was in 2015. He doesn't look like he's improved. I've heard a couple of things about him moving gyms and stuff, and he seems to leave a trail of destruction wherever he goes because of his attitude. But other than that, that's his personal life's got nothing. I've got nothing to do with that. And I'm just, to me, like I said, it's business. Whatever he wants to get up to, he can get up to. But from an outside point of view, if I wasn't fighting him, you need to put your career first. You need to be active. If he was 4-1 and he's put them fights all in within a year, 2 years, you know, you're looking at title shots.
Yeah.
You spread them out over 5 years. You know, why are you here? You've got to be here to come for a title, because if you're not, I don't know why you're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like I was saying, it's 2015, I believe he made his debut, and he's 4-1, and it's not very active, and like you're saying, for me, as an athlete, you only have a certain window of your life to earn some money and achieve certain things, and I think taking a year out in between fights is pretty mind-boggling.
I think it's to his detriment as well, because some of his fights have been really entertaining and have given him a name for himself, but he hasn't really had the opportunity to build on and to kick on.
Definitely, I agree with you there. I think it's all down to I think you need to see it as the entertainment business, and you need to know that you need to constantly be in, like with social media, the way to grow your followers, you keep on posting all the time, you keep on people seeing you. Same with the fighting, you want your fans to grow, you need to stay active, you need people to keep on seeing you, you know, you need to enjoy what they're seeing. But fighting, you know, 5 times in 4 years, I don't even know, to be honest. I hadn't really heard of him up until I got matched with him, to be fair.
So let's forget about him for a moment. Let's talk about yourself. So how do you picture yourself? So obviously you want to come away unscathed and win this fight. What do you see later this year? Do you, 1 more fight, 2 more fights? How do you see it playing out?
I'd be happy at the end of the year if I get 2 more, but not I want 2 more, but I'd be happy with 1. After this fight, I want to go away and have a holiday, and then after that, just come back and take 3-4 months working on stuff I need to work on. You know, for me game, it's the elite now, so we need to keep on moving with the times, don't you? And I've got a few things that, I wouldn't say they're bad, but weaknesses in my game, which I can definitely brush up a bit. But I'd be happy with 2 fights, be happy with 1 fight. Let's just see how it goes. I don't want to really look past this one.
Yeah, of course.
You know what it's like. MMA is it's a crazy sport, and crazy things can happen. So, yeah, just after Saturday night, hopefully we can speak again, and I'll have more of an idea.
Where are you planning on going on holiday?
So what, I haven't even decided yet. You know, it's my birthday. My birthday on the 6th of June, and then it's me girlfriend's exactly a month after, to the 21st. So
okay.
I think I want to take her away for that.
Okay. So, also, I guess it depends on hitting a bonus or not as well, to where you might go.
I was going to say that, yeah. I was going to say that, you know, things don't go my way, it's Wales, things go my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then there's one benefit of going Wales or something like that. At least you'd have to take your dogs with you.
Yeah,
that's the one advantage.
Yeah, true. Shouldn't have even thought about that. Don't say that, we'll be going to Wales either way.
Yeah, even with a win, it's just a really nice, luxurious time in Wales. But it's a really busy time for your gym coming up, because obviously Meatball Molly McCann has a fight coming up as well. She's another favourite here at BT Sport. How's she been looking in the preparations for her fight?
Oh, she's been looking amazing. You know, like I said, under Paul, we've got great guidance where after a win or a loss, either, you know, you go away. A lot of fighters, when they win, they don't feel like they've done anything wrong, so they stay the same fighter and they just get through the training. With us, whether we win or lose, we still analyse our wins, analyse our losses, and we go away and work on the stuff that happened in the fight, our weaknesses, you know. So we try and get better and evolve each fight, and I think we do that really quickly down at Next Gen. So she's looking great. I know she's had a couple of sparring partners in that have come over to help her train for the fight. And other than that, that's it. But yeah, she does the strength and conditioning the same place as me. That's actually how I started doing it, because I seen the results they done for her, right. And that's how I got onto that. Yeah, but yeah, you know, she gives me a run for me money with some of me lifting. It's like that. So she's a girl fighting 2 weight classes below. It's scary, that.
No, we definitely.
It makes me want to drop to bantamweight.
We definitely love watching her fight. Great to see her get the win at UFC London as well, obviously. So listen, that's pretty much all from us. We don't want to take up too much of your time in Fight Week. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us, and best of luck in the fight.
absolute pleasure. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Thanks for coming on. Also, if you want to quickly let people know where they can reach you on social media.
Yeah, that's Chris Fishgold, at Chris Fishgold on Instagram, at Chris Fishgold on Twitter, and Chris Fishgold on Facebook. Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Straightforward.
Right. All the best for this weekend, mate. We'll be watching.
Thank you, my pleasure. Ta for that.
See ya.